stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro, Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master.
Really? Then please.
Who goes there? Get them!
Withdraw. Be still. You must withdraw. Mind the deluge. You must withdraw.
Blast. Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. But in all the chaos, it must have been kicked to...
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh,
Let's follow it and see.
Thank you. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cane. Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. They...
calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We know.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is...
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally...
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games.
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find someone... Traveler, Paimon. Let's get out of here.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner, I hear you showed up here with no explanation. An attack, you wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the...
Abuse. Nonsense. I was just out of nowhere. A low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi. I dare say, the poor lady was...
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his act?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman, even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter that we are, and always will be her loyal assistants. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard, even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most... I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people...
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say. But don't be deceived as it...
I say, Yashiro Commissioner.
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibuster.
Yashiro, Commissioner, please don't...
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura... You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these... In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good... I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura.
Is that right? This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro, Commissioner. I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tin... So you come here with an elaborate excuse.
So, that's how you view it.
Let me be crystal clear. The notices have already been sent out. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato... Once the notices go out, that's it.
I see.
So suddenly, we see eye to eye.
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most.
Kamisato Ayato!
You've made your move. Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes... Goodness me. Well, I've learned a...
Hey! What was all that?
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then...
Look at this. The dog...
Sounds like an all-around perfect.
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems...
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure...
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However... But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that.
I see. So someone's trying to take it.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting...
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, or to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through... I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent for the sake of marrying you. This wonderful woman will become someone who... Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make... That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was night, but it's too late now, isn't it? There are notice...
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonist. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt decree, the only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because... And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring... Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer...
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage...
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an... By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the... Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really... Then, we simply leave them to clear up...
Got it.
So the network of...
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our... Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt in that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. Sir Kujo, there are... It's almost time. My ninja has located... That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to...
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryou Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious. The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryou...
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting.
Please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see more Tenryou Commission members.
Isn't this a little...
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard, and...
I understand. Drat. It's exactly as Master... They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple... I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this. In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of... This is not my first time. Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out? Paimon too! Well, let's go to Rito again in 2 days.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Fingers crossed he comes traveling with me.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi.
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this—
Shh! Stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Fingers crossed he comes traveling with me.
Hello. How may I help? We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt, since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us. We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only— if this stalemate continues, who knows?
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over this. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do?
Yeah, good advice. With him, you just know if Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to just—
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks?
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there.
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was—
after the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's I'm sorry. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. I didn't feel reassured at all. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage, but that's not the answer I'm looking for.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a You. Wait, you're the one— What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave—
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional— You are extremely important to us, and to the entire— Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
if you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out—
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing— Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well. This is not an order. All I need—
Understood, my lady. I shall...
Good job, Chisato.
I was so nervous. But I thought things are now... Yes, well, let's...
We had a serious discussion, and in all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. I'm so sorry. My actions were radical, and would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryou Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commission. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly. And Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us?
Let's go and see.
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me. Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. I realize I've greatly offended you with my atrocious actions, and
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next... So, please, if you would be so kind...
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to... Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. Would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices. To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency.
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice. We'll do everything we can to minimize...
But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very and as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all.
Yes, but...
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you.
I understand.
All right, you ought to return now.
Okay, then please excuse me.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi.
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different...
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty... But now,
Oh, please.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan. My mother loved him dearly. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you...
Pretty similar to how the...
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked, I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' time. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. Fortunately, I
think I now know where my sense of loss... Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else... I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confident...
That's it. The situation when his clan was in crisis, he bravely... It is time for me to make a
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, it might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibility. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your
Yes. In fact, my recent experience...
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no...
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted.
Even so, Paimon could never come... Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided...
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble. Well, perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But a stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Oh, but human desire will always be a factor in the equation. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not... Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things... wait a second! You were...
I thought straight away it was bad timing. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what... Now, she has the chance to become her own...
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well...
Didn't you like it?
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great...
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families... It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people.
Naturally. Ah, yes.